Out of 11 registered political parties are the only ones with an organ in charge of auditing them, something that has perturbed the Rwandan senators and sparked controversy amongst them. Innocent Mugabo begins our coverage tonight.
An audit of the functioning of the recognized political parties in Rwanda revealed that of the 11 political parties, 7 have not yet established an organ in charge of audit because only 4 have already established that body in its constitution. Senate Committee on Political Affairs and Governance Chair, Honorable Dushimimana Lambert, explained that the Commission found that the political parties were in violation of the organic law because it mandates political parties to establish a permanent and independent body. The political parties showed us before that they had other ways of auditing themselves, like an audit commission or economic commissions, that would do this and then give the information to the ombudsman, but one would wonder their independence. However, the heads of the political parties indicated that COVID-19 affected the implementation of the same thing the senators would not agree to, despite the Rwanda Governance Board and the Ombudsman showing no signs of misappropriation of funds in the political parties. That is also Rwandan property, and for them not to have an audit firm that follows up is an issue. For us to say we are putting up the law, yet we have clear reports from RGB and the Ombudsman saying there is no issue, would be contradictory. On the other hand, the Senate is pleased that the principle of equality and complementarities is properly respected in the recognized political parties in Rwanda, as in its 11 executive committee, more than 46.6% are women, while 53.4% are men. Both chambers of the Parliament of Rwanda started the first ordinary session of the year 2021-2022 and approved its agenda. During the quarter, the delegates will be briefed on the activities of the government by the Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance and Economic Planning, as well as the budget and the overall economic situation.
Rwanda and Qatar Airways have signed a comprehensive code-share agreement to offer travelers more choice, enhanced service, and greater connectivity to more than 65 destinations across Africa and the rest of the world. As part of the deal, the Rwandan flag carrier will also launch new non-stop flights between Kigali Hub and Doha in December. The agreement benefits travelers from across the globe who fly with both airlines, which expands each carrier's route network. Customers can enjoy the simplicity of buying connecting flights on both airlines using one reservation with a seamless ticketing and checking in, boarding, and baggage check experience that encompasses the entire journey. Yvonne Makolo, Rwanda CEO, said, and I quote, "This is a major milestone of Rwanda and marks the beginning of an exciting new journey with Qatar Airways. We are also immensely proud to welcome Doha to our route network, connecting customers with Qatar's hub and further expanding their flight map." His Excellency Mr. Akbar Al-Beka, Qatar Airways Group Chief Executive, said, and I also quote, "We share a very close and collaborative bond with Rwanda and welcome Rwanda's new non-stop service between Kigali and our home in Doha. The new code share will enable Rwanda customers to book attractive offers to popular destinations in the US such as New York, Washington, D.C., Dallas, and Los Angeles. Both airlines recently announced a loyalty partnership giving Rwanda Dream Miles and Qatar Airways Privilege Club loyalty members access to each other's destinations, and Rwanda continues to rebuild its network, which currently stands at over 25 destinations, offering unrivaled, smooth or seamless connectivity to customers and making it easy for them to change their travel dates or destination as required. Earlier this year, Rwanda became the first African airline to achieve diamond status in the Apex Health Safety Audit powered by Simply Flying. Moving on, a cross-section of teachers in Rwanda acknowledge the importance of their jobs and take pride in what they do. These remarks were made as part of the celebration of the International Teachers' Day, where the Minister of Education, Dr. Uwamaria Valentin, said that the teachers are a key pillar in the development of the country. Gabi Muvunyi now reports.
For the short-term and long-term plans, Rwanda aims for a knowledge-based economy. This year's International Teachers' Day is celebrated under the theme Teachers at the Heart of Education Recovery. The Minister of Education, Dr. Valentine Uwamaria, emphasized that teachers are a pillar in the development of the country. Teachers play a key role in implementing the plans the government has regarding education in terms of solving issues and developing the education sector in general. In regards to the social welfare of teachers, the government will continue to put in support where it is needed. Outstanding teachers have been given a variety of awards that include motorcycles, computers, and TVs. These teachers expressed with gratitude, saying that they do appreciate the value the country gives them and acknowledge that this is where they get their drive to do their work. We read books, we do extensive research on the internet. This is what helps us teach valuable lessons to our students at international levels.
A teacher today has a computer, a house, and a car depending on what they can afford.
In order to complement their salary, some teachers partake in vocational jobs on the side. Hachizimana Tionest, who has been a teacher at Rubirizi School for 7 years, says the nursery he founded has at least 6 employees.
I used to walk up to where you guys came from. Then when I started earning and had access to loans, I was able to start a nursery school. I have a couple of employees. I have a head teacher and 5 teachers. They work well, and whenever I get time, I am able to supervise them.
Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, some teachers were suspended from their jobs, which in turn led to many being unable to repay their loans that they had acquired from the savings and credit cooperatives. The Minister of Education, Dr. Valentine Uwamaria, affirms that a solution to this matter is underway. For the teachers that were suspended during the lockdown and are back to work now, I would like to ask the representatives of SACCO if we can work something out for the teachers so that paying the loans doesn't affect them very much. As part of improving the social welfare of teachers since 2019, teachers' salaries have increased by 30%. 72,000 teachers have already received their loans from SACCO, while 45 teachers have been granted cows through the Jiringa program. Gabi Muvunyi, reporting for RTV News.
Indeed, a wonderful International Teachers' Day to all teachers out there. You are doing an incredible job. Staying on the same note, we also bring you a profile of one Nungana Jean-Pierre, who is a teacher in Mamba sector in Gisagara district and has become a role model to others due to the level of development he has attained, which he attributes to efficient use of his salary and Umwarimu Sacco loans. In celebration of International Teachers' Day, he is calling upon his fellow teachers to be brave and bold. While visiting Jean-Pierre at his home in Rugunga Cell, he shows us some of the activities that have led to his development. He has over 20 years experience in teaching, who started with primary school teaching, and he later started small businesses including phone charging using solar energy, mostly because there were no electricity in Mamba then.
Getting access to electricity was hard here. People in this village had phones but didn't have where to charge them from. So I bought a solar panel and people started to bring their phones to charge while I went to work and get them in the evening. Whoever charged their phone would pay me 100 Rwandan francs.
He used to earn between 3 and 3,500 from the phone charging. He then decided to join Umwarimu Sacco, where he got a loan to buy a car that he rents out to different people for various purposes in his area code.
We had trouble getting cars in times of emergencies, such as when needed to go to the hospital. You would have to get a car from Butare, or if there is a wedding, so I decided to buy a car, which helps people around.
Jean-Pierre is now a full-time entrepreneur and currently has rentals, a banana plantation, along with other businesses. As the world marks International Teacher Day, he calls upon other teachers to be bold.
A teacher is a special person with knowledge other people don't have, and you must utilize it to the fullest so other people too can benefit from your expertise.
This teacher also set up a public borehole after realizing how a struggle it was for people in his community to access water, together with other social activities he has done for his community. The residents are grateful for his deeds. We're able to get milk. Our children are also able to get milk, so we can't worry about malnutrition. We are also able to get fertilizers that we're putting in our gardens. This is indeed development. 39-year-old Ntangana Jean-Pierre teaches at Shiri Secondary School. He has a wife and 4 children, and he estimates his total wealth at about 60 million Rwanda francs. A cross-section of residents from Kigali City say they've learned a lot from the COVID-19 pandemic, which in turn has changed their mindset on economy and social well-being. Let's now hear from Fiona Mbabazi.
Mazimaka Anosiet, who lives in Jari sector, Kigali City, is a poultry farmer with chicken, cow and rabbits. She says the pandemic changed the way she spent her profits. Before COVID, we really cared less. But after the pandemic, I realized that those who did not have savings faced a lot of problems, and I decided that I would save as little as 500 Rwandan francs. Today, I'm saving 1,000 Rwandan francs so that tomorrow I'm ready for anything that might happen. Currently, especially in the city of Kigali, there is a growing awareness of the need to continue to prevent COVID-19, and local authorities say that among the things they would be doing is sensitizing the public to help them value and learn from the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. What the citizens are working on now is to learn to save, especially in the Asia Heza. So today, when one works for 5,000 Rwandan francs, they save 2,000 Rwandan francs for their future. Economic experts point out that implementation of lessons learned from difficult times helps in improving the lives of the people themselves, but also helps in the development of the national economy as a whole, as explained by Dr. Rusibana Claude, an economist and a professor at the university. When a citizen makes good use of his resources, it reduces the dependence of the government by trying to support them in difficult times. We have seen the people who have been working for many years earning, but the bad times come and they need the government to support them. So today, the citizens have been given a strategy that can be better for them and for their saving of the future. Among the strategies in place to fight the spread of COVID-19 include inter-district lockdowns in general, which citizens say affected economically. The government of Rwanda has introduced the Economic Recovery Fund that will help various investors get back to their feet. This also, however, includes the citizens' personal efforts in growing economically.
Away from Kigali, importers of cement from Rusizi district through the Rubavu port say that this port has simplified business. They call for the construction of the port to be accelerated, as it will enable them to trade more with other regions and foreign countries. Gabi Muvonyi now reports.
In the wee hours of the morning, we are at the port of Rubavu, known as Rasi, in Rubavu district. 3 boats packed with cement from Rusizi district are on the shores of Lake Kivu. Strong young men are on the job of loading cement bags from the boat onto the trucks. Each man is at least carrying 2 bags, weighing up to 100 kgs. They say the port has come and changed their lives. Some importers of cement from Rusizi district acknowledge that the port has come and simplified their business.
We work as 3 cooperatives. This port has brought employment. We have 58 members and we have 42 workers. The advantage of this port is that we are able to work and get something small to feed our families.
Construction of the Rubavu port is in full swing, after which it had been delayed due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. During his visit to the port, the Minister of Infrastructure asked that the construction of the port be expedited to achieve the desired goals.
What we want is that the construction goes faster than this, so that by next year, the Rusizi and Rubavu port are all complete.
In addition to the fact that these ports will provide employment, they are expected to facilitate trade between Rwanda and the DRC. Gabi Muvunyi, reporting for RTV News.